Hello all. Right, I've been through my old brown book, my little leather book, and I'm surprised I've never done this one before. Now, if you ever watch the Q&A and stuff like that, I have covered it several times, but I like to make what I suppose you can call capsule videos, so that anyone who's joining the CX, anyone who's new to it, they goes, what's all that about? Rather than having to trawl through loads and loads and loads of whittering on a Sunday, they can go directly to the little video that's talking about it. So this one is on when it says job pays. Now, it's a bit of a weird one, well, they're all a bit of a weird one, because you've got to bear in mind that the CX is an auction site. But when I joined the CX, and I kind of joined it through Tony, which we weren't supposed to do, I thought that what would happen was the jobs would ping up with a price on them. So it was a case of like, you're in Luton, there is a job going from Luton at the moment, and it's going to Swansea, and it needs this size van, and it pays this much money. Which was very handy for me, because after 25 years as a street market trader, I was quite happy to not barter anymore. It's not the case. I'm now still doing it on a daily basis, but it is kind of different on the CX. So what we do is, of course, the job pings up and we ring them up and we go, I can do it for this price, and then it will depend on how close you are to the job, how good your feedback is, whether they like you as a person. There's loads of different factors, and whether whether you're going to get the job or not, whether you've done it before, that kind of thing. But although it's kind of an auction site, you get to know very quickly what jobs are worth. So you think, all right, I'll look at that job, and it'll come in and I'll go, right, it's in that van from that location going that thing. So they will be looking to move that job on for that much money. And after, I'd say I do a rough idea on what I think you should bid, but it's a little bit out of date now. Small vans are getting a lot more money. You want to up that, maybe I'll update that video at some stage. But, so you get an idea of what the job's worth, which is why then it says job pays. Again, a bit of a double-edged sword. Sometimes you go job pays, and you look at it and you go, right, okay, say it's a Luton van and it's going 100 miles and it says job pays 130 quid, and you go, yeah, that's right, 130 quid. Then we might say job pays 180, and you're like, really? Why is that then? Hang on a second, something's not right here. We'll have a little look at the notes. Oh, look, there's quite a bit of handball on that job. Oh, look, it requires you to move stuff through one end of the hospital to another. There's normally a reason why if it's a little bit dear. Sometimes not. Sometimes it's just big. And then you'll get the other one that says, needs a Luton van going from London to Glasgow, job pays 95 quid. And you think, no, it doesn't. It's 450 miles from London to Glasgow. That job pays a monkey. So why do they put it in there? We do it sometimes. Sometimes it's easier. Stops the messing around. You can go, okay, we've got a lorry job. We've got £300 on it. That's what we've got from our customer. We're happy 50 quid, £250. Anyone can have it. It's a decent, it's 60 odd miles. First come, first serve kind of thing. It will get people go, oh, 250 quid. Oh, lovely, I'll jump on that one. Or it might be the fact that the customer has rung the shipper and gone, look, I've got to move these 4 pallets. I can't afford to do it for very much. So I've got to move these 4 pallets from London to Glasgow, but I can only afford 100 quid. In which case, the shipper will go, I'll do my best for you, but I can't make any promises on that one, sort of, depending on the relationship they've got with the customer. So that might be the reason. So you don't have to be nasty about when it says job pays £100. Oh, what are they trying to do? Everyone's trying to get something for nothing. They might be trying to get it for nothing. They might be trying it on, or it might be they haven't got any money on the job themselves. I've had a few recently. I picked one up for tomorrow and I bid it in, and the guy's rung me up and he's gone, I've got to knock you down a bit because I just haven't got that much money on the job. And we had a little tussle, and in the end we've settled it up. I'm going to Ipswich tomorrow. But coming back to it, as I said at the beginning, the CX is a auction site. It's a bidding platform. So just because it says job pays doesn't mean you think, well, it says job pays £100. Well, I'm either not going. So you think, well, I can't do it for £100, so I'm not going to quote it. Don't not quote it. Go in this. You have to quote what you're happy doing the job for. So if you look at that job and you go, well, to be honest with you, to do that job, I'm not prepared to do it for anything less than 180, put a bid in for 180. And what will happen is either the bid will come up red, your bid has been unsuccessful, or it might just sit there. And you might get the phone call, because it might be the case that the shipper is trying to get it off cheap, but he can't. And then it's like, doesn't want to lose his customer, so they may be prepared to take a hit on it. They might only have £100 on the job themselves, but they might have to pay you £180 to move it because you're the cheapest quote that's come in, and they don't want to lose face with their customer, and they're going to make it up somewhere down the line. So when it says job pays, it's not the tablets, that it's not been carved in stone, it's what they want to pay. And like I say, if it pays a lot of money, if you ever see a gift horse, go right up to it, grab it by its teeth, pull them apart, and have a jolly good look down its throat. But it might just be a gift. You might be lucky. So there you go, one on job pays. Yeah, more coming. Hope you're well. Take care. Take money.